episode number 34.
34.
Ugly Truth, Pretty Lies podcast. We are here because we do not want to get fined. And we gonna knock this out. Who did that? Missing Cassie again. What the hell she said? What she doing?
Her furnace broke again.
No, she said
had prior engagements or something. I think Richard Pryor was getting married.
Yeah, some
to Marlon Brando.
That's what you call a prior engagement.
Man.
Bars.
But it's me, Justen with an E. We in the building. We got the lovely, still rocking the rape special braids.
Why would you say that?
Cause that's what the braids old girl had on with Pop. Alleged rape specials. How about that?
Yeah, all these things tied together.
Yeah. Continuity of jokes for our fans. Miss Abba, London.
Hello.
Okay, we are here to talk about the serious subject of school shootings.
I don't want to dwell on this topic.
You don't want to dwell on it?
Cause
no, I don't either.
Well,
cause like who's pro school?
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna talk about?
You don't want to talk about?
He bought the gun legally.
I'm gonna talk about.
I haven't listened to it.
That I'm not even really traumatized by the whole thing. I'm numb to the whole shit. Cause it's like
another school shooting.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, at some point we gotta understand like if we're not gonna take care of this gun law situation, this is just what life is. This is gonna happen every couple of years, every couple of months. They talking. I don't know how true these stats are. They're talking about 18 and this year already. Like
18 what? 18
school shootings.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it wasn't like. It might have been like some dude
Massive.
shot a dude at school. Maybe it's one person, but still, like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like I think a lot of people are kind of on that now, where it's like, yeah, hopes and wishes. Like, fuck all that, man. Change these laws. These congressmen taking all this money from the NRA, but they ain't doing nothing about. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, what it comes down to it is, this stuff can be stopped. Other countries have taken care of this problem. We still dealing with it. So it's like
that's what y'all felt from this. Strange. I had a whole different feeling. It didn't have nothing to do with the shooting. Actually, that little thing I posted earlier today. That's what I got from it.
I missed it. What did you post?
I saw this thing about black people being happy about it.
Why? Because it was a white
Nothing
boy?
was word happy.
yeah, not happy, but just like relieved.
What? Because
So
it
this
was a
thing
white.
that happens where a mass shooting happens, and then subconsciously you want to know the race of the person who did the shooting.
Yep. I mean, we usually know. We still hold out, you know. So we still like hope it's not.
It's been a couple. I think. Remember in Texas. Not the.
The guy that got blew up by the police robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they blew this up with a police robot, bro. Let's be clear. They blew this dude up with, and somehow they didn't blow up his wallet and ID though.
Right.
But blew this dude. That's some I've said this before. That's some Grand Theft Auto type stuff, dog. That's video game.
Yeah. So that was disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God damn, the black man.
Yeah.
And you can't help it. You can't lie. If I'm sitting with somebody and they act like they don't have that feeling, you know this ain't an honest person.
Yeah.
Well, for this shooting, first of all, I didn't even know that it happened until like later that evening, and I didn't think that. I was just like, now who would like? I'm just like, why? Who?
I mean,
typically you do want to know.
have we ever got a reason why?
Well, they said,
they got bullied and I got kicked out of school. And
Was it a young guy?
19-year-old cat just got
This
kicked
high
out.
school?
Yeah, shot in high school. He got kicked out, I think, the year before or that year. I'm not sure. But it's funny because the students are talking about, like, we used to joke, like, if anybody going to show up to school, it'll be dude. And he shot up to school.
Man, you know, I mean, that before I get to that part that I was mentioning it, I mean, with school shootings, you talking about rural areas more than likely, way out areas. Guns are a different lifestyle for them.
But this was like 20 minutes from Miami, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, throw it out the window.
I mean, but it's I don't know, man. All this has been litigated plenty of times. I mean, I think any reasonable person would say that yes, we need some kind of gun control. It's the Wild West, where you can just walk into a a gun show and buy a gun with no ID and none of this stuff. It's too much, man. But
do you believe that we'll ever have some type of gun laws?
No.
Or retraction on gun laws?
I mean, at some point they're going to change some of these laws. I don't think America will ever be a country without guns. Like,
it's too late.
What do you mean?
I mean, a big word came across my mind. The proliferation has, you know what I'm saying? It's been so long that it's millions of guns out there already. These people make guns in their garages, in their sheds. They make their own ammunition.
3D
so
print
what
parts.
are ideal gun laws that would
never have them? No, I mean, because again,
reasonably?
like, I'm not necessarily anti-gun. I'm not like everybody shouldn't have them, but I think first off, like, I think the only gun we should have are single-shot rifles and revolvers. I feel like you should never be more armed than the first cop on the scene. You know what I'm saying? He should be outgunned. I feel like when you got these automatic, now you got 17 shots and you get extended clip where you got 30 something too. Like, you can get the little bump stocks and all this and convert a 9mm pistol into damn near AK-47 with add-ons.
That's something I was going to mention. AK-47. That is always AK-47s. What is that?
No, the AR-15.
AR-15.
Yeah.
AR-15s every time.
But I mean, and that's the thing. Like, why do people need AR-15? You don't need that to hunt. I mean, like, I get the whole argument. Like, yeah, I want to hunt. Cool, get you a single shot. Where you bow, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Do all the click it back, bow. Like, you shouldn't be. It shouldn't be any rapid. I don't know the words.
What they say for hunting, right? Mm-hmm. What is hunting? What to me? I'm not going to answer that question and waste time. To me, hunting is just practice for killing people. What's the other purpose of hunting?
I mean, some
people actually enjoy it. People actually eat what they hunt.
I feel like it's practice.
No, I kind of see where you're going. I see where you're going.
So everyone who hunts,
maybe the person whose father taught them to hunt doesn't necessarily go out there now with that thought in mind. But the skill that they're learning,
it's only one other skill. It only translates to one other thing. Yeah. Like, it's only one way.
Like you said, this multi-bolt action semi-automatic weapon is really only made to kill people.
Yeah, yeah. And these are military weapons. Yeah. And like, you don't need all that to hunt. You need to hunt quail or razorback pigs. Like, bro, get your single shot of a bow and arrow or something.
Bow and arrow would be much more fun if that was the case.
So
I mean, but I think the thing is like, I just think, I mean, it's a safety issue. And we have regulation. Everybody talking about, like, we have freedom of speech, but you can't say everything everywhere.
So are you saying, you just want no automatic weapons? I mean, that's an effective gun law?
Yeah, I think so.
Or what do you think would remedy the situation?
Chris Rock?
Huh?
Chris Rock?
Pretty much. But, no, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't have all the answers. I just think that...
Well, I'm just asking.
No,
you said we need different gun laws.
I mean, like I said, I think there need to be background checks. People with mental issues and certain things. Like, if you got domestic violence beefs on your jacket, or you got what's some things called restraining orders against you, like, you shouldn't be able to walk out with a gun that quick. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just think that we got to just vet people,
as
man.
Former convicted woman beater. I would like to say that I don't think that's fair.
I mean, I'm not saying like you should never, but I'm just like, if you just got a restraining order put on you last week, we probably shouldn't be selling you a gun. Like, we should let that breathe a little bit before we give you a pistol, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just, and I think it would help. I think just getting rid of all these so many guns out here, making the streets less dangerous for everybody, including the police. I think that would help a lot with a lot of these issues we find where police are overstepping their bounds. And a lot of these other things, because they got the excuse of, well, I don't know who's armed in this situation. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, like.
But I mean, well, for one, first thing I said with the Chris Rock thing, what I was saying was that the whole thing about, in case anybody missed that's the thing about the bullets being expensive.
Yeah, the guns being cheap, and bullets being $10,000.
Yeah, right. Nobody shoots nobody.
There's always a black market.
Well, they make their own bullets. So but that type of thinking, it would have to be something very creative because all the guns are already out there. So you can't stopping guns now doesn't really do anything.
Was there something about that I heard? I don't know if I made this up. Putting some type of serial number or something on bullets or something that matches the gun or something.
Well, they do have like bullets.
You can identify them.
Well,
right?
you can identify the bullets.
It's like a stock. I forget what it's called, but like you can tell some bullets are made together. So if they find a bullet on the scene, they come to your house and they see the same. It's a number on it. They can match your bullets up to that number and say this came out of this box or this batch or whatever it is.
Almost like fingerprint, they can already tell about the bullet when the bullet goes to the barrel.
Oh yeah,
scratches that go on it as it goes out.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying something that's easier to identify.
Just immediately on the scene.
Yeah.
But does that stop shooting? Because if I'm crazy enough to go shoot up a school, most of these people. Did he kill himself?
No, he didn't kill himself. No,
but that's just one piece of it. That's an eighth of the problem.
What do you mean?
The school shootings.
Oh no! I mean, I guess what you're. But I think the problem with trying to get some kind of DNA on there, then you got to go and get everybody's DNA to have some compared to.
No. I'm not saying DNA. All I'm saying is I go purchase a gun, and whatever bullets that I buy, they are linked to. Just say, for instance, you have to show an ID when you go buy bullets. So when I go buy bullets, my ID is scanned. And so this batch of bullets are
back to your ID.
Yeah,
and so if something happened,
right?
They could off top. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
the bullets.
Yeah. No, I can see that. That ain't a bad idea.
Yeah.
You saw a gun truck. You did.
There you go. Next topic.
That might have been one of my gun policies that I was trying to implement a long time ago.
I mean, but again, like I'm not.
But I feel like it has to be something that's going to deter.
They definitely deter.
It's not deter. The dudes that shooting ain't really crying.
Deter. You're right. Deter people from being just so. I mean, of course you still. I mean, anything is not going to be 100%.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It just still needs to be something put in place to kind of.
Also, I think they need to come up with alternative non-lethal weapons. Because, like, when I've had a couple conversations with people about the whole gun control thing, and somebody would have my sister, I knew this lady who was in the house, some guy broke in, and she scared him off with a gun. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like there's other things you could have had that could have scared them off, so you don't necessarily just need a gun, you know?
Well, people do have the right to defend themselves.
No, I say, yeah, you have the right to defend yourself, but I feel like if that means in order to let you defend yourself, we got to put up with school shootings or all this gang violence.
But
and all
you
these
can't
guns
compare
and all this other
those
stuff.
to a school shooting. You can't compare.
No, I'm not comparing them. I'm not comparing them.
Put that in the same argument.
I'm not. No, they are the same argument. It's all this gun violence stuff.
You're not defending, but you're saying defend. I said I have the right to defend myself in the scenario that you described.
And what I'm saying is that if you telling me that your right to defend yourself means we have to put up with all these other gun issues, like school shootings, like gang violence, like all this other stuff that's going on, because in order for you to have a gun, we have to let all these other people have a gun. I feel like there's a middle ground to that. There's an alternative somewhere. We say, okay, let's take all these guns out the picture. Let me get you something else you can defend yourself with. It don't necessarily have to be a gun. But I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, yeah, there's tasers or so it's stuff that exists or stuff that can be made that can help you if you're being attacked.
Well, I think the problem that could help if that was to go, but what happens seems to be that every technology that I'll just say humans come up with, the first thing they use it for is to kill other people. Whether it be nuclear, they didn't think about using it for energy first.
Yeah.
They used it to kill people first. Okay? So it's always going to be something that comes along. So by the time you do that, next thing you know, we finally figure out these tasers, these lasers.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we shoot lasers.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a thing that people do. So is this crazy when somebody goes and shoot up a school, or do we block that side of it, or do we? Because people will say that guns don't kill people.
No, you're crazy.
So do we stop the crazy?
Well, it's twofold. But I ultimately think that guns. Okay, so in a sense, the person who's behind the gun is doing the killing. So in my mind, I'm not going to necessarily say that guns are not dangerous if used properly, because they are. But if you have someone who is mentally unstable with a gun, have all kinds of issues, depressed, parents just died, and all of these other crazy thoughts, I'm not in my right frame of mind. Those to me are the people that's doing these mass shootings.
I think we lean on that whole mental illness aspect too much. I don't think these cats mentally ill like that. I don't think they're mentally ill. I think it's just desensitized to violence. Because you see violence everywhere. You play Call of Duty, you blow cats' heads off. Every movies and TV shows, somebody getting shot and killed. I think that.
So there's no mental factor to you.
And for them, it might be a thing of thinking that if I feel certain ways, I'm supposed to shoot up a school because they're seeing it so much. They're growing up with this thing and all this other stuff.
I don't understand.
They might get to a point where they feel like, oh,
that's just the next step.
The next step is I'm supposed to shoot the school up.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I just think that
I'm not buying that.
I think that it's too easy to lean on the whole. He's mentally ill.
Crazy.
He's crazy.
So you think a regular person who is not mentally ill has the capability of just randomly going to a school and shooting with no motive?
Absolutely.
Because if I say to myself, if I'm sitting here and I'm feeling certain ways and I'm upset, and I say I know the way to get attention, get the world's attention, I'm going to shoot up the school.
But there's still something wrong, though.
I don't even think
there's still an imbalance. There's still some unstableness there.
Can you be calculated and crazy at the same time?
Because again, I don't think this is crazy. If you crazy, you're not gonna go into school, pull the fire alarm, wait for me to get in the hallway, and still start busting. That's not crazy. That's not mentally ill. You plan this out.
So I can't. No. So I can't plan how I'm going to kill people.
If you're
like, what's
mentally
the
ill,
guy
I don't
who
think
was
so.
giving the people the Kool-Aid or whatever that was
He drove past a lot of people to get to the school.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer. You talking about Jeffrey Dahmer?
In Texas, Waco. Was it Waco, Texas?
You talking about Kool-Aid back in the day?
Yeah.
He did that in South America, but he took people from LA to.
Wasn't someone? Okay, it's another scenario, a situation. So, but these people who do these things,
I don't think they're mentally ill.
I'm not. So you don't think there's anything wrong with them?
I think they got issues. I don't think they're like somebody you could diagnose and say he has a mental. He's not responsible for his actions because he's not mental. It's something wrong with his brain and he just did that. I think these people have their full mental capacities. I think that they just hurt broken people. Hurt people hurt people. I think they take it to the highest degree. But yeah, it's. Somebody can go out here and just go kill somebody. Everybody that kills somebody ain't mentally
I'm not necessarily
or do something heinous or something like that. I think that's a cop out, honestly.
I read something really interesting off the subject, but on the subject, what you're saying that it was this guy who was raping women. All of a sudden in his life, he had kids, wife, and everything. He started raping women and killing them. Of course, he gets caught, goes to jail. While during his sentencing phase of it, he had some bad headaches, such and such going on. They took him to the infirmary, whatever the case, or whatever it's called, and they found he got this tumor, this large tumor in his head. They take the tumor out, and now all of a sudden, because all this time while he's in jail, he's still like catcalling the guards, he's doing all kind of stuff like that, whatever the case may be. When they take this out, he turns back to his normal self. So now they didn't know how to. They didn't know how to sentence him now.
Yeah.
So they still sentence him, whatever the case. Tumor comes back, he goes right back to being the same rapist again. So again, crazy.
I'm not necessarily saying that everybody is, but I think it plays a part in it. I don't think it's normal.
Jonestown.
I don't think it's normal or rational for people to just go kill.
It's not. No, it's not. I just don't think all these people are. I'm not gonna give them that excuse. I think they know what the hell they doing. Yeah, they know what they're doing, but they're still crazy. Like it's something wrong somewhere.
But crazy. That's a Kanye line, but crazy is dismissive, ain't it? To call somebody crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like
giving them an excuse.
Yeah, that's how I feel it is. It's like, oh well, he is this.
It's levels to crazy though. It's levels to it though.
It's not levels to people though. People conversations is like if they. I get what you're saying. I'm not necessarily. I don't even think I necessarily 100% disagree with you. I'm sure a lot of these cats got issues and got problems, but I think they're responsible for. I'm not about to let them off the hook and try to do anything that say they're not responsible for their actions.
I'm not saying that either, but we were originally talking about guns, people that have guns, like, are they crazy?
People that have guns?
That's using these guns, like, that's the thing too.
Well, it's the guy in the hood who's every day he's walking around with guns and he's finding himself in shootouts every weekend, and he don't even know if he killed people because he was shooting the crowd.
He crazy too.
Is he crazy?
Heartless. It's something. I don't know. Maybe crazy is not the word that should be used, thrown around. Mental unstableness, but it's something wrong. It's not normal.
No, it's not normal. This stuff ain't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this ain't everyday stuff that people just do. It's something that I don't want it to go too far and say also they mentally, because to me mental health problems and mentally unstable is leaning towards he ain't knew what he was doing, let's go put him in the hospital and he'll be better. Like, no, put these cats under the jail. Cause like
the excuse comes along with that.
Yeah, like to me it's like this. Cause again, like with the dude in Las Vegas, like bro, they talking about he been scouting stuff for months, for years, scouting events.
Did they ever get to the bottom of that though?
No, I mean, I think that's the thing is like I think we always want to find a reason for this so that we feel better about what happens. This
I don't even necessarily know if it'll make you feel better. For me, it's just like
it's easier to understand. It's
easier to understand, but then also I like to think or analyze like what would make people do this.
Some people evil, man. Evil exists, and some people just
like
evil.
I always want to know. I want to know the backstory. Like, what would make you do this? I always want to know the why.
I don't know.
And I guess, obviously, like with this whole... So let's talk about the bullying thing.
Bullying?
Yeah, because when we go to school thing, we got to say, then maybe this is some bullying thing going on, right?
Well, I don't know I don't know the backstory about him. Period. I just saw like some bullet points. His parents died, and I don't know.
He was a kid that was probably bullied in school, and he was an outcast, and he was a loner, and didn't have any friends, and blah blah. The same kind of thing with
the Colorado dude,
Columbine or Roof, or all these cats. I mean, they kind of fit it, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, cats gotta get over themselves, man. Everybody was bullied when they was a kid. Yeah. Everybody, I mean, like
bully,
but
no.
Well, everybody but Alvin was bullied when they was a kid.
No, I don't think every
women bullied.
Yeah, women could be bullied. I mean, but I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
Was bullied.
I mean, like, but it's just like, man, people too scared to defend themselves.
Weak-minded people.
Yeah, and the problem is now is
so are these people that's doing all the killing? Are they just weak-minded? Don't know how to handle the everyday stress of life?
I can see that. I can agree with that.
It's probably, listen to us talk about this. There's probably all kind of reasons why people are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
that we can't even like
hundreds of thousands, millions of reasons why these cats do this stuff.
It could be evil. Somebody threw evil out there.
I think we underestimate that. We just want to put a nice ball. Okay, so this guy is that. So let's put him in that compartment. He's crazy, or he's evil, or he was bullied. So now I understand this now. Well, people like some people just evil. There's no rationale behind it. Some people just do stuff, and it's like ain't no rhyme or reason to it. Ain't no closure we can give ourselves by explaining it away.
So, going in sequence then, it happens. Our reactions to it. So as I started, just think about us being black people.
Yeah.
Assuming that all male shooters are white people. I noticed today, because the numbness at a certain point when something keeps happening, I start getting away from the initial reaction. I start looking for a different view thing. And what my view today was like, I'm just noticing all these black people on my social media having some type of, we're not going to go with the word happiness, having some type of reaction that's like, see, there go white people again. Like,
this is what, so people are like vocalizing, like, oh, I'm glad it's not a black man.
They're not saying the glad part. They're saying,
well, I mean, not saying that.
Look, here go another white. Look at white shooting stuff up, dude.
Right. They the crazy ones. It's like it's almost like it's like a win.
Yeah. Something be proud of. Yeah. Let me get y'all boy.
Right.
That's y'all people. Yeah.
It ain't us.
Yeah.
It's the one thing ain't us. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing is like, You know how they say like black people can't be racist?
Shit.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
This is one of those points where black people are like,
I mean, it's
going over the edge with that. Then the other one is what else I can't think of right now. It's that, or it's the overly prayerful.
oh yeah. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I ain't seen pray about no other
nothing
situations
like that. Yeah.
You didn't say nothing about Haiti.
Yeah.
I hate people that do that. Like you can only focus on one thing. Or I don't like that.
I wouldn't go so far as to I wouldn't actually say that.
But I'm saying it's people that do.
But I do notice it. Yeah, I know people that do. I do,
Like,
but you can't notice it. Like, look,
You're doing too much.
I get it about friends.
Yeah.
You ain't never thought about friends.
Yeah. So when they change that picture,
Yeah,
got the three strike, yeah, man.
But still though, but that's the thing that bothers me about us. It's always we're always comparing something to this. Well, you doing this for this, but you didn't do that for that. How come I just cannot care about all humankind?
You can, but I think.
What is your Facebook post doing about? Like, if you care about all humankind, go care about all humankind.
Okay,
Don't
but what
post to
about the
Facebook.
person that says, "Well, you prayed for them and you didn't pray for them"? What are they doing?
I mean,
We're calling controversy.
they hating.
To a degree hating, but I think that what people are saying, or what I was saying in the situation, I'm not putting everybody else, what I was saying in the situation is that, like, Facebook gave you a color scheme to put on there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't generally give you that thing or put something at the top of your timeline
Both
to
are.
remind you of that when it's something that's geared towards black issues.
Because Boko Haram been killing people for
Right.
years, decades.
Right.
And
There was
ain't no
where
my girls at. Bring my girls back. They didn't have no skin for that.
Yeah. So why is it always? But then you'll see that black people will follow suit into that. Some will. Some go the other way.
But what about the
it's like
people?
extremism either way.
But what about the people who are vocal about that as well and about other things, and they still choose to do that? It's
They
just
out there. Ain't knocking them.
I mean, like I said, the thing is like, we not the people, catch people. I mean, it's like, the thing is, it's out there. Don't get it twisted. It's like, and we not, I guess we talking about this kind of this people just doing it for it. Some people that just do it for attention. Like, I ain't about to sit there and judge them. And I mean, like, I'll silently judge them. I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to come back on it. Oh, well, you ain't said this. Why you do that? Yeah, I'm not about to jump out there and do all that.
Yeah, it's not worth me typing something like a conversation I could do. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you notice it like, look, why are people that way? And I'm more concerned with the whole, if it's a concern of either one, it would be the whole thing about being so vocal about this whole, what white people do. It's like, that's usually the pro-black people, right?
Yeah.
That don't mean if you pro-black and you see white people blow up Twin Towers or whatever they do in mass shootings, that don't mean they still winning. Mm-hmm. That
don't make blacks better.
Right.
That don't make, like, they fuck ups don't make us look better.
Right.
They make us, like, it is what it is.
So why is that something to post about? I don't really get that.
well, let's just talk about things that people post anyway. I mean, to me that falls under that same umbrella.
I guess so. It's just too much sometimes.
It's just people do too much. Why people post every single day about their life, like everything that's going on in their life?
Or people talk too much. I know one particular person that talked too much.
Yeah.
Mr. Quincy Jones.
That
Jones.
Yeah.
You know her Facebook page. She had to get it all out.
He had to get it all out.
He had to get it all out.
How do y'all feel about that whole little situation?
In terms of him spilling
All kind of tea.
Well, first of all, did y'all actually read the whole thing?
I read the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. I asked that question like I did, right? I did.
He went all the way in.
I feel like he does what old people do. When you get a certain age, I feel like not black people, old people,
Just
whatever they think, it just comes
going.
out.
Yeah.
And I know like a lot of older people in my family, once they get to a certain age, it's just like forget about decorum or hurting, they're trying to save face or whatever, they just talk.
I'm not gonna lie. The Richard Pryor thing hurt my heart.
Why?
Cause, man,
We already knew that he dabbled with men.
I didn't.
You did not know?
I don't know if I was being willfully ignorant,
There's a gentleman by the name of Paul Mooney.
Huh?
There's a gentleman by the name of Paul Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Well, they say that about him too.
you gotta say it.
Huh?
He's guilty by association because he could with.
Well, no. Well, Richard Pryor made a joke about it.
Well, somebody look so good on suck your daddy's
He
dick.
said that.
Not
he
that
actually
part.
said it.
Hey, for the record,
No.
that
Wait.
joke takes on a whole new meaning.
I don't know.
Now it's for real, right?
Yeah, like.
But no, he actually
But
said
that's where
it.
that originated from.
Yeah.
But
I'm
he
gonna say, 'cause
said
you
it in
kinda
the
said, like-
stand-up. But what I'm talking about is something different.
He
When
actually said that when he was younger, that something he did.
that what? What are we talking about?
Richard Pryor.
That what?
I think you got. You're just gonna get.
No, I know that.
No, he actually it's like on record said that he performed oral sex with a man before.
I know, and he had a relationship.
I don't know.
Well, it like
never heard
carried
of a
on.
relationship.
Okay, let me
I must
rephrase
have blocked
that.
this
It
part
carried on for a couple of weeks or whatever.
That's a relationship.
But he made it sound like it was more like molestation kind of thing.
You talking about when he was a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about when he was an adult.
House.
All right, I'm talking about when he was an adult and he was on drugs and all that type of stuff. But what I was saying about
He
the
was crazy.
no, he's on drugs on the Paul Mooney thing. But this is the thing: live your truth. If that's what you do, that's what you do. Because if I live my truth, no one else can hold that over me.
I feel like he was kind of bogus because he put other people out.
Who?
Jones.
Quincy?
Yeah, because like then it like then it,
Wait. You gotta stick to Richard for a second.
Come on.
Well, yeah.
Let's
What
go back to
I was
Rich.
going
Go
to
back
say
to Rich.
about basically is Richard. He made a joke. I think it looked like it was like at a roast type of thing, like and Paul Mooney was there, and it was a joke, basically like we suck dick or whatever, and it was like ha ha ha, it was a joke, but then it was just like at one point, Paul Mooney's face kind of was just like you talking too much type of thing or whatever. It's like there's truth in jokes.
Every joke 60% true.
Gotta be this funny.
It makes it funny. Like the truth of it makes it funny.
Does that make anybody feel? You say that makes you feel a little something like.
You make me feel
you
any
gotta
type
take
of
the
way.
humor.
I mean,
I guess I already knew this, so
I didn't know. It's like, dang, Rich.
So you've never seen a stand-up when he was talking about the drugs and the...
Everybody's sucked dick before. I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
No, when he was literally saying like the whole it went on for like a couple of weeks or whatever, and
I missed that one.
It sounded like a joke though.
Yeah, maybe I just took it as I don't know. Man. It's just,
It sounded like a joke when you said like.
I mean, again,
But
like
then in his
you have
book,
a comedian
it's
on
like-
stage. It's hard to really.
so nobody read the book either.
Exactly.
Nobody read the book either. Okay.
But I know that he did actually say it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't read his book. So
But this is what kills me about this whole, I don't want to say kills me, but it makes it interesting. It's like his daughter, Rain Pryor, comes out and says, he didn't do this or whatever.
I thought it was Marvin Gaye's daughter.
No,
That was
his daughter. She put a statement out. But here's the thing. It's like you're trying to defend your father. I understand that.
know?
And just like Marlon Brando's family, they're trying to defend him. But you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't speak to that. You can't attest to things like that.
And that's honestly, and it's like, I mean, I'm not surprised stuff like that were happening because it's like it's Hollywood, man. Anything goes in Hollywood. Like,
It's not just Hollywood where anything goes.
I mean, what I'm saying is like just that arena that you're in is different because it's like there's no right, no wrong. Like
I think it gives you. I think Hollywood.
I think it's a lot of people who would have been different if they grew up around different people. Like look at Will Smith. Like now he in Scientology. Supposedly him and Jada are swingers. Like Willie from Philly wouldn't been doing that. You know what I'm saying? But he in a different the cast that he grew up with wouldn't have been like, "Nah, what you doing, man?"
But we don't know that those are rumors.
I mean, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if these are things that's happening, like this stuff that he wouldn't have done when he was younger, when he was back in Philly around his day one.
But
So how do we explain?
when you move into a different arena, and you start hanging with different people, like different things are okay. Different things are off limits.
But it's still
it
like
changes what you think is okay after a while.
But that takes a certain kind of mind state that can be swayed, manipulated, or pressure. That's like being an adult still giving it to peer pressure, basically.
People do it though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is the thing, man. Like,
So and this is that one thing for a man. I don't know how it can't speak for women, and I don't think it's the same for women. But for a man, just being frank here. Pause. To suck a dick is a step.
That's a
in life.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's
like using a crack pipe.
That's not
you put that in your mouth.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. This though was like he was a crack addict though. He was a drug addict. Like,
right? He
the thing is like this. Somebody like, I mean, you got an addictive personality. You got most people who are addicts got holes in their soul that they want to fill with something. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? You could be, I think you could be talked into some stuff.
You said they want to fill it with something holes, and they want to fill it with something.
I didn't mean it like that, but yeah. But then again, I guess they did gotta say holes in their soul and they want to fill it with something. You got a problem, dude.
That was funny.
But
you didn't mean it that way, but hey, it's funny.
You got bars, guys.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I think. I think that we put it on Hollywood, but I feel like these men are freely doing what they want to do, and I believe because of what you said, anything kind of goes in Hollywood. So it's like I'm open to be myself and really not be judged. But if it gets outside of the Hollywood circle, then I'm denying it, type of thing.
But he said something interesting. He said, like, and I never heard it put that way. There is no wrong when there is no right. I've seen this in some other areas in life for people. When you get to a point where there is no, and maybe for a Hollywood star who gets to a certain point, maybe at a certain point there is no wrong and right. So now,
that's bad, because if you get to that point, you have no conscience.
Right. So now,
it's a lot of people but I mean, I think
no conviction.
Head is head.
Yeah,
mouth is a mouth.
I think it's a lot of
you know what I'm saying? Like maybe to get to that point.
I mean, because hell, it's gay people that ain't in Hollywood. So I mean, the thing is, that
right, that's what I wanted to say.
Mind state, so.
But then you have also those people who say, you know, there's like these sex rituals and conspiracies and stuff that's in Hollywood, and if you want to make it to the top, you have to do. I don't either.
I don't believe that.
Somebody told me to talk about this today. I'm like, I ain't having no gay podcast.
Well, I was on a post where that's basically what they were saying, and then again, I just said that I believe these people. There's an interest there. As you would say, I don't believe you can catch gay. Like I feel like it's just an extreme for me to just. I mean, for a man to just be like, oh, but I think I'm just gonna give this man some head. Like that doesn't just happen.
Interesting question. Would you wear a shirt that says I'm not gay? Why not?
I don't think I need that.
Who cares about somebody else's sexuality?
Yeah, I wouldn't wear it because it says gay.
In case it's folded and they don't see the I'm not.
I wouldn't wear it, but I wouldn't wear it. That's a level I'm at. I wouldn't wear it.
So you care what people say. I mean,
but you know what? I mean, but I just think that, and maybe part of it is that the true you is coming out. But yeah. I just think that it's certain environments that
it's acceptable
that are more accepting of things like that are more open to things like that. To where I mean, don't get it twisted, because
but it's
especially somebody like a Richard Pryor, where you a drug addict and you know what I'm saying, you got demons you running from. Like Cass can talk you into. I think Cass can get talked into some. You
don't even have to get talked into it.
We don't put him in that same, even though he had the drug issue too. We still don't put him into the.
I mean, but think about it. His father killed him. Imagine what kind of demons they had in their family.
Wait.
Right.
His father was gay, right?
I don't know.
I think it was. I don't know. I think it was rumored. Wasn't his father a preacher or something? A minister?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think something about his father.
But I mean, but think about. I mean, if you and your father have an argument and it escalates to the point where he shoots you. What arguments have y'all had before that? What issues y'all had before that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a one-time thing.
Who else got the mailbox treatment?
The what? Mailbox treatment. What does that mean?
Mailbox.
Bars. Bars.
Quincy got bars too.
It's mailbox.
Oh, I got it.
Who's the third person?
That's what Quincy Jones said. He said you're fucking mailbox.
Who's the third person?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. So you only read what he said about Richard.
But you know,
pieces of it.
Pop
said about Mike.
Yeah.
Talks about Mike.
Talking about Michael Jackson stealing songs. He started talking about.
He didn't say Mike did though. interesting enough.
Well, I just think it was how the conversation went. What I'm interested in, and it's kind of like I think Charlamagne said something about this, like in this day and age, there wasn't a video of this like interview. It's like, is this what really came out of your mouth?
Yeah. True. I was.
You know what I'm saying?
I was looking for the video.
Yeah, I'm like, I want. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, where's the video, or is this going to be in a book?
I mean,
What I mean,
but then again, it's not like Quincy came out like, "Whoa, I was misquoted." He kind of, he
well,
said
yeah.
that.
But I'm just saying, like, how words can, you know.
But again, like the thing with Quincy Jones though is like, because Tupac said Quincy Jones came in him though. So I mean, to me, it's like I mean, and again, like if that's your thing, that's what you do, cool. It's like, tell your truth. It bothers me that he put other people out there, especially.
But I just think it
people
was how
passed
that.
away.
But
you know
if you
came out here to defend
I
themselves,
definitely believe he.
but you won't talk about Bill Cosby rape stuff though.
But hold on a second. But this is why I said the comment about it not being like recorded, because we don't know. We're just getting pieces of an interview that's put together to make a great read. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how this conversation flowed. You know what I'm saying? They could have just I bet you the way the article is written is not how the interview
Somehow
happened.
it's very believable for some reason to believe he was just getting these one-liners and then just jumping to Brazil.
Yeah. I just don't. I just don't.
Like it just. I'm not saying it didn't.
I don't know why that's believable.
No, it's I believe everything he said. Okay, I'm just gonna say
just the flow of the article, though. Just
but what I'm saying is, but we don't know like what they were discussing. You know, all of that. You know, we know things are kind of just placed here with editing and stuff like that.
I think something as salacious as that article. If he was misquoted or taken out of context or something, everything. If the tone, I feel like as hard as that was, the tone of that, if that wasn't the tone that he was coming out with, that I feel like he would have spoke up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I don't think that was what I'm saying is, we don't know if the intent of this article was just to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it could have just been a conversation. And I just started talking too much.
Is it hard to believe that Quincy Jones might be trolling? Is he too old to troll? He does have music coming out.
I mean, part of that has.
He doesn't need to do that.
This could be a rollout.
He doesn't need to do that.
I think he has to be. I don't necessarily think it's really even a goal behind it. I think he kind of just started. He just
started talking too much. Yeah, what he did, what old people did. Yeah. He just started talking too much.
But he's been old for a long time.
I mean, but then again, you have to think about it.
85.
Ain't nobody came and spoke to him. Nobody came and put a mic in his face in a long time either.
That's been somebody. Quincy Jones.
But again, my thing is, he probably talked to people. He probably talked to his people that's around him, and they like, yeah, shut up.
I listened to some podcasts I listened to where they were saying that like I said, I'm only getting information about it, so I've heard so much about it. I feel like I read it, but I haven't.
Well, how come you haven't read it?
Because I'm getting so much information about it. It's like
why not just read it for yourself and not hearsay?
It's not very long, is it?
No,
it's not that long.
Because I listened to so many different sources and realized I'm getting the same thing. Yeah. That's how I know it's not even that long. But this thing about him, in the beginning of the article, the guy relates to him with music, and like he puts out some type of, I think this was Brilliant Idiots on this too, where he said the guy he said something about some type of obscure music book or something like that, and the guy who was actually doing the article knew of the book and like formed some kind of bond. And then after that, the guy
he was in there and then
right.
And he just
just pulled him out to say all this stuff.
Yeah.
I can see that. But is that us rationalizing this man just going in this rant?
No, you're comfortable. It's just like if we're talking, like the one time when Justen probably said too much, he was comfortable.
I'm always comfortable.
What I'm saying,
When you say too much,
a couple podcasts after hours.
Oh, after the after show?
Vanilla Crown Royal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you get comfortable and you just, sometimes you just get to talking. What'd you say?
It's comfortable in a motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're just comfortable and you just start flowing with it, and then it's like sometimes it's kind of too late to be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and I think with him being older, he was like,
that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
To me, the interviewer was brilliant, though. Because he just kept walking right around. Like, the way the interviewer kind of walked into different stuff and kind of pulled him in, like...
It sounded like he didn't get swayed by, like, this Brazilian thing. You know,
Where he stayed on task.
Yeah.
I know what I'm.
Yeah, I'm here for this. I'm here to get
Right.
this tea. So he kept pushing and prodding, nodding, kind of steering it right back. He'd come off course, steer right back on the course. Like, dude's thorough in my opinion.
You brought up the Michael Jackson part. Anybody care about that?
Because, I mean, did Michael Jackson write music, his own songs? No, not
Show me
really.
the other songs.
No, he did not.
Michael Jackson still rocks them because he got the talent. Like,
I mean,
but that's
no.
stuff that goes on in music. Cats still music.
Now, if they would have said that about Prince, I would have been heartbroken because Prince is a songwriter, composer, like all of these things. So then it's just like, what? But for Michael Jackson, to me, no, because he's never really been a songwriter.
Yeah, I don't think I care either. I think from a hip hop standpoint, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
About people writing.
So did you care what he said about how basically this generation, they're just like, they don't even really understand music and they're just like putting stuff out there. They're like not really understanding like the nuances of learning.
I agree with that.
I agree with it, but I don't think that I think that's just how it works.
But you know what? And the thing, because I think that one of the problems with music today is that because they use so much artificial music, to me, like, you got a band and you got a singer, you got 5 or 6 talented people working together. So you got kind of a sharing of ideas and people pushing and motivating each other with a drummer kind of be playing around and like, oh man, that was dope, dude, do that little loop again. And then the guitar guy, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got more people kind of help you build that sound out. When you just a rapper and it's just you and the producer, you know what I'm saying? And hell, you might not even be that great of a rapper. Like, you lose out on a lot of the inspiration, a lot of that talent that was around for some of the older music.
Thank you.
And I think that kind of is the reason. And plus, between that and the fact that now it's like, it's just so much music, so many people that put out music.
I mean, there's definitely a lack of a gatekeeper to who can enter into music without ever having any type of training or skill or anything like that. But I would say, like, I was watching Jazzy Jeff, the DJ, talk about this new technology, this syncing technology, right? Where, like, I'm pretty sure you have tracked DJ. You ever tracked DJ before?
No.
Turntables.
I've played around with turntables before.
Yeah, it's kind of the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to sync it killed my dream.
Yeah.
Because I only had one day at it, and that one day was horrible. So, but different cities. So, a person like me, that killed my dream, right? But I can choose songs like a motherfucker to rock a crowd. I can sit with an iPhone and be the DJ and be really over here, got it. I'm watching the mood change, I'm steering the crowd. I can do that, right? Now comes this technology that allows me to just be able to sync and mix and over all that easily, right? So you got DJs out here who will be mad about it. Jazzy Jeff takers on it was like, why would y'all care about that? If it's making the crowd move,
that's all that matters. Yeah.
They don't care about how you're doing it. They don't care about syncing. If it was like something on my iPhone right now, they could allow us just to mix songs that easy. It was 2 screens come up, we just choose songs.
You can.
Let me find it.
I have an app. It's I forgot what it's called. Software.
I mean, I see your point though. It's kind of like people are afraid of that competition, of that innovation.
Innovation and technology does just that. Technology evolves for us in a way, like when we talk about evolution. We don't have to. Somebody tell us why we don't evolve no more. So I had to come up with an answer, even though we do to a degree. My answer was no, because technology evolves for us now at this point. The innovation.
But see, that's the problem though. Some people don't move as technology is evolving. They're kind of complacent.
Right. If you're 85, you can't move with it no more.
Yeah, but I still get what he says because like even like I don't like to hear just digitalized tracks.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of this music I hate it because it's digitalized.
It loses that feel. It's just, I mean, because like, a lot of older music, like you that improvisation, improv type feel.
It's not just the same loop.
Yeah, to where, you know what I'm saying, the DJ, the drummers, or the guitar guy hit a different note or something, the singer will take, you know what I'm saying, but it's just like, these rap, I mean, the thing is, it's one thing to where it's like, if you were MC and you went on rappers that can rap off beat, it's kind of like a jazz type feel to it, where, you know what I'm saying, but it's a way to do it. Like, I can't just pick up a trumpet and just play any, like, scatting and jazz is not playing, it's only certain notes you can play at certain times to sound good while you're scatting and jazz. I'll pick up a trumpet and sound like an idiot, and that's what a lot of these rappers do.
Somebody come back to that.
They're trying to rap, like, it's like, they end up rapping off beat. It's not because they're trying to, just because they don't understand the how many bars in a line. They don't understand how to actually break down the music and write their raps according to how the music is.
Also, though, there's another thing too when it comes in terms of music. Sometimes, and maybe not just music, maybe a lot of things work this way. Like period. Sometimes mistakes become the innovation.
Yeah.
So like, and that is evolution, right?
Yeah.
That's what you call it. Anyway, off the one tangent. Say T-Pain, for instance. T-Pain was using auto-tune wrong. Mm-hmm. He got it turned all the way the fuck up, and any person who at that point in time who had been around him in the beginning, who had that technology, they would say, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't turn it all the way up. Turn it back down." Mm-hmm. He probably, being somebody that was in the studio, I'm pretty sure he had issues along the line, but he had to start doing that on his own. Because no engineer was going to allow him to do that. They were going to be like, "No, turn that shit down. You can't have it up." He probably leaves studio, they probably turn it back down. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But his doing it wrong became, oh shit, that sounds good. That's dope. And now all of a sudden people follow that. Now that's the error. Yeah. Because this mistake, this how you say it in terms of evolution though, like when something goes wrong, a flaw, and then that flaw becomes what that becomes the bird can now crack the because of his hard beat, he can now crack open these nuts. And with those nuts, his
you talking about the butterfly wing, and then I'm talking a tornado in China or something like that.
No, you talking about butterfly first. I'm talking about in terms of like evolution, like if you say if there is a bird, Darwin type of shit, what is it?
You talking about the bird with the hard survive and everybody else will die off.
Right. So now when the drought comes and all the other ones can't eat, he got a harder beat. He can get through these particular shells. That flaw became the standard now.
I think that is Darwin.
You know what I'm saying? That's Darwin. Yeah. So like that type of thing is even I said in music, somebody will have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. And so for instance, rappers start thinking, take a rapper like Young Thug, he starts using his voice as an instrument.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, and how long did it take for us to get that? Mm-hmm. But kids are already jamming to it, but he's not rapping. It ain't about the rap. It's about his voice as an instrument now. Mm-hmm. And he's just doing that. The words.
How's his voice?
The words are non-sequential. They don't really matter at this point anymore. So we still trying to get the words.
What are you saying? He's using his voice as an instrument.
Just the musicality of the voice, kind of like Future. It's not what he says, but how he says it that kind of brings you into the track, and the way he jumps and bounces off the track and kind of harmonizes with the music. Like the thing is, it's actually pretty. Like when you really sit and listen to, like it's a talent.
Yeah, it's a talent, right?
Yeah, because like a lot of people can't do that.
Mm. So it's not. We're still looking, but we're from my standpoint, who knows where Quincy Jones is coming from? Mm-hmm. Still talking about him.
I mean, we looking for somebody that's gonna give me at the end of this line, rap this, make this word rhyme.
Well, y'all just sticking with rap. I'm just not. It's just musicianship, period.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. What is Quincy thinking? He's not even dealing with rap.
He's talking about, well, he did because he was saying like some song or something that T-Pain did and he didn't like what he did with it or something. I didn't even pay attention to it.
No, I didn't see T-Pain.
But I'm just saying.
Like, he didn't like that song. He wasn't trying to, he wanted, I guess we didn't listen to it, but he had T-Pain do one of Michael Jackson's songs. To like some other beat or something like that. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. His managers, who say he fired after that, forced him into it. And he was trying to say that he didn't like, even after he recorded it was trash. He didn't want it. And they still forced him to put it out there, but he didn't even like it. He didn't feel comfortable doing it. He didn't think he should be doing it, whatever the case. And it was like Quincy almost forced that. Now he's coming back saying it's trash.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. I mean, but even like I said, I think just a lot of music nowadays has that same problem where it's like because like I said, a cat like Chris Brown, who I think is extremely talented, but like most of his music is over those artificial beats, just like a lot of the rap songs.
But getting beyond that part is just, I think, another thing that he was saying, just the basics, like a 4 count. You know what I'm saying? Like syncopation, like it's like certain things that. Yeah, certain musical
techniques that they just don't know. Yeah, they just don't know. Like they don't know how to read music or any other stuff. Or don't play any instruments. Right. I mean, I think because when you play an instrument, you have an idea about how music. I mean, it's just a certain. It's just a certain flow. I mean, because like it's even with cats where it's like they try to do a love song on a hard ass beat or or a soft song. They talking about killing. Like it's just you got to understand that like every rap ain't made for this song. Because how many times you heard like. it'd be a song.
Somebody
Somebody be on the song and like they have a nice little flow going on it, like Bad and Bougie. How the Migos had a nice little flow, then Uzi Vert goes, yeah. That bitch like, nah, bro, this ain't that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, but him not understanding music, like he just probably just mailed them a verse.
Right.
He probably sent it to him. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? They gave him the beat. He don't know what they rapping about. Or you hear an MC where they rap is totally different than what everybody else talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's no. And again, it's like, but when I'm in LA and you in Dallas and we don't even see each other when we're making this song, like you miss out on that. Totally you miss out on that energy.
I remember being like mid 2000s when I tried to do my last resurgence as a rapper. And I got talked to going into studios. So I'm going to studios. But now all of a sudden during this era, this is Young Jock era, if you with me. Right? Now all of a sudden little homies are now 18, 17 years old and they want to go to studios. And we take them to the studio. I'll never forget this. You made me think about it when you said that little Uzi thing. One of the little homies right now who keep changing his names. This is moniker to keep changing. But he came to the studio that day. He did. We can understand what he was doing. First he comes to the studio with a cameraman. What? He got a dude there with a camera following him. Now this is 2005. Wow. So we like, what? You know, nigga, if you don't turn that camera off, you sell dope.
Exactly.
You don't sell no dope.
It's all kind of nonsense going on.
But you don't have time when you get no cameras running out. No pictures. You ain't even doing nothing.
Yeah.
But you think you ain't supposed to be no camera. So he got a cameraman. You ain't no star. You know what are you doing? But I remember him going in the booth. Now, the song, he come to find out we got our verses written out on tablets, right? Bars. Come to find out he didn't have nothing. He had a phone. Like this sidekick thing. He had like a phone. And he only had the first line written. I wasn't on this particular song, but he was on. The song was about, because I was on my 100,000. Y'all got a song about robbing people? I ain't in that song.
That's not me.
That ain't me. So he's supposed to be on this song. It shouldn't have been him either, because what he came in with, I forgot the line. Yeah, I'm a star. That's the voice too. I'm a star, riding in my car, and all this shit, right? This is around 2005. He was doing what's going on now. And he kept saying, yeah. And he so much so that he was like, stacking it. He was in the studio. You got to stack your verse or whatever. They don't even do that no more, right? So he's freestyling. He's trying to freestyle it. First of all, he don't have no pen and pad. He's trying to freestyle it. He putting the piece and stopping the engineer. The engineer's like, what the fuck? He keep trying to stop the verse. Now he's only 18 years old, and he keep talking, I gotta stack my yeah. He come back like, yeah. Okay, turn out. He was wasting time to say yeah. He come back again, yeah. What in the to the point of my homeboy is, I remember seeing this, like I can visualize it. It's literally pulling him out the booth while he's saying yeah. He's like, get your dumb ass out of here. Like really pulling him out the booth. But years later, I don't even know what happened to the song. The song got erased. Nobody like, fuck this dumbass song. He talking about star in my car. We robbing people. Right. He didn't have no care of that. He just in there. And looking back, when one day it dawned on me that, damn, we should have been riding with him.
He ahead of his time.
He was doing where it was going.
Yeah.
We were the ones wrong.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely right. But that wrong he was doing was actually the innovation.
This is right. Because it's working.
I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, it's what music
I'm just saying,
now.
who says it's wrong or right?
Melly Mel said everybody was trash from her.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Who says it's wrong or right?
The people.
The people?
Yeah.
Because it's selling?
Yeah. I mean,
it ain't even selling right now.
But the thing is, I think the thing is like, because
I don't mean like
because it's popular.
Yeah.
I mean, again, but like, I think us old heads, the old hip hop heads, man, they gotta let rap go. They gotta let it go where it's gonna go. Because like you were saying, like the cats that was 8-9 years above us, they hated the stuff we listened to. They wanted their Public Enemy and they Rock Him and that was their era. They slick.
But I'm okay with that because it just for me it just boils down to this music is just not for me. It's like some of it that's like, man, okay.
You can do it.
But it's just like I've accepted that.
But I mean, I hate the cats that's, I don't know, we turn this to a music podcast again. But I hate the cat. Well, at least it's not sexual harassment. But
I got a story.
Oh, you got a Me Too? You got a Me Too? You got Me Too?
Well, since we're talking about music,
No, but I mean, I don't know my point. Oh, but I just think that I hate cats about this stuff is trash.
Right.
It's not for you.
It's just not for you,
not for me,
right.
and it's cool. Like let me listen to my stuff. Like every once in a while, I hear it's a couple of rap songs I like. I still ride with Bank Account. That's my joint. I like that.
I don't know.
Problems. This song Problems is dope too. By dude named Black. Now I got my new thing.
I can't get into the Black dude for reason. I don't know why.
I like this song. I listen to his album. It ain't bad. Like I listen to some of these albums. Like
it was too close to Bryson Tiller's. I accepted Bryson.
It was the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't accept him.
So then right after that, too many Bryson Tiller. So much that Bryson Tiller he can't even be Bryson Tiller no more.
Yeah. I hate The Weeknd. I got to argue with my friend. Friend tried to tell me The Weeknd could sing. I'm like, no, he can't sing, bro. He's
I
terrible.
like the old Weeknd.
Yeah,
The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I like the old Weeknd. I don't like this new.
He sucks.
It's just the things evolve. Even that simple, like I just said, names even evolve. Can somebody come out and be called MC something right now?
Yeah. Animal MCs.
Yeah.
Puffy son, King. What's his name? King Combs.
Combs.
Wow.
So let's talk about this for a second. So he has a song with Chris Brown. Have y'all listened to it?
Nah.
He used the track from Touch Me, Tease Me. But it doesn't even matter because I was going to say, do you think he used the prop? You know how some people like use the track, but they don't use it properly?
Yeah.
He did it? Or it's the same track?
No, they just use the track. It's like...
The same track?
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but you definitely get that, the beat. Like the same thing with Remy Ma using the Lil Kim beat.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, are they using it? But it don't matter because y'all...
Are they paying homage or are they just...
Well, for this one, I just think they just used it.
I mean, I guess some of the stuff got to recycle to it because Kendrick used some... Kendrick made me mad because he used some... And I forgot what he used on his new album. He used the on Damn. He used the beat, and it was so much colder the first time. I'm like, no, he used that Splash Waterfalls. And I'm like, you jacked that. Like that's you could have left that
It's
alone.
it's just like don't touch it.
On his first album?
No, on Damn.
The last one.
It's on it?
It's what is that? The Duckworth, ain't the last song, right?
I don't know names of songs.
That's another thing too. Like, it's one song on Kendrick's new album.
You still know the names?
He used that Luda. He used that Luda beat.
I don't
like how he did it.
I don't know, but even like I was gonna say that like somebody like Kendrick, and we're not necessarily talking about the same music conversation we usually have. We kind of just talking about the generational thing, being that we're talking about Quincy and his judgment on the music. But like sometimes it throws me off for like if somebody said they don't like Kendrick, they can't even listen to that, but they like Andre 3000. It's the same thing. It's like he's almost biting them.
I think both of them kind of overrated. Well, at least Kendrick put out music.
Who else? If you like Migos, if you like 666 Mafia, you listen to that. But you can't listen to Migos.
Yeah, it's like
Bone. You like Bone?
Yeah.
I'm glad you said Bone.
What that little thing they had going on?
Well, no, because this comedian, he was like, he posted the freestyle of the Migos. And he was like, you can't tell me that they not better than Bone Thugs. I said, if you basing it off of this freestyle?
Nah.
No.
That freestyle
was horrible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's where it comes with that musicality I'm talking about because these they aren't living and breathing the music. These not the dudes that always had the pen and paper with them.
You talking about right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just putting it out so much though. It's so much. So it's like it's not really like for instance, every time, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't and you shouldn't evolve as an artist, but it's like every time they put out an album, it's like a totally different. It's like a new artist almost every time. So it's like there's no artist. Is that artist development?
We don't know anything about you. There's no growth.
Where's the A&R and all of it? You know what I mean?
For some, I think it's on purpose. So if it's like I was thinking about somebody else recently who did that. Like every album is totally different. Glover, what's his name? Charles Gambino.
Yeah.
So I just went back to because I've been listening to him since this album called Camp. Camp sound like one thing. Then after that came this one where he was trapped out. Yeah. And then came the one that had that 3000 song. Yeah. 2005. Yeah. Where he was on the video. He was
2005.
I forgot. And then comes.
Who watches videos besides you?
Here comes the newest one.
Yeah, the newest.
Wake Up My Love.
He's singing. Yeah,
Hello, My Love, or something like that. Yeah.
Like every album is totally different. That's the thing that they can do now. But I think he's more on the artistic side doing that. These other people, again, like I said, with the young man that came to the studio with us, they're not writing these songs like the way we used to. They're actually going to the studio and freestyling them all. And not freestyling like we freestyle, where you do a cold verse. They saying...
They just ad-libbing, whatever.
Right. Kill 'em or die. Kill 'em or lie.
Should we go to church?
No, they stop.
Where it hurts.
They stop the whole beat. The whole thing stops. They stop the track, the recording. Then they think about it. Then they come with the next rhyme. Then they stop. And then they come with the next 4 lines. Then they stop. Or you got future people who just go in the studio and the engineer and the producers who worked on Future album, the one that was so big, they say he don't even know what's a song when he leaves. He's not even making the song. They turn on the beat. He immediately just goes in the booth and just starts saying shit over and over and over and over and over again. Just keeps going. They piece the song together.
That's crazy.
They choose the hook.
That's crazy.
Which, if you think about it, though,
it kind of makes sense though.
But not even that though. So the producers and everybody else, like they're kind of brilliant.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
To make that gibberish into an actual.
Yeah.
They're making the song. They plugging it together because plugging is like more technical.
But isn't that what Kanye was doing in a sense?
It's definitely what Busta Rhymes used to do.
Busta.
All these years.
Yeah.
It's only 4 years left. Just kill me with that. As soon as his Y2K prediction died off, that killed his career.
Got Y2K.
Every album, it's 4 years left. Like, nah. Like,
that was his thing.
But anyway, back to young Quincy.
What else he saying now?
He kind of shit on the Beatles. But what he didn't talk about is he refused to talk about Bill Cosby's allegations, though, which
but
is
that's
weird.
his friend, though, right?
I imagine some of these people are his friend. Him and Michael Jackson are pretty good friends.
He did.
Yeah, but I mean, so you shit on his legacy?
I'm just saying, it's just like I'm not going on record and talk about anything.
But if I die, it's all over?
I'm not saying that either. We don't know what type of friends they were.
I just want to know why you draw the line at Bill Cosby. That's an odd line to draw.
It is.
Hey,
why is it odd?
Because Me Too is the thing of the day now.
He's a rapist. I think it's safe to say that, right?
Yeah, he's a rapist.
Well, I'm not going to throw my friend under the bus. No matter how I feel about it.
Bill Cosby?
No, I'm just saying, if a friend.
I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it publicly.
This is my thing.
Whether
if I'm in it,
right
it's just weird that he was in the mood that he talked about any and everybody. He outed.
It was some other things that he didn't talk about where he was just like, I'm not talking about that.
That was the only one I remember him actually shut down the whole conversation on. That's the only thing he moved off on.
Really?
He'll give a tidbit like, yeah, man, he's do this and everything, but anyway, and then change the subject, but he'll give you a little something before he...
Because dude to go back to it, and then I felt like it was something else. But maybe,
yeah, he's talking about the mob and Frank Sinatra.
JFK.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, he
was like, I'm talking too much.
Yeah, because he's talking about the mob now, but like, who... So, if you were saying the only two people he started talking about was Bill Cosby and the mob, like, what the fuck Bill like the guy? What Bill got in his back pocket, you know what I'm saying?
The Clintons. That was another thing.
They got power. They good as the mob.
But what I'm saying, he didn't say no. But he didn't say that though.
We forgot about Ivanka.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when he was talking about that, he stopped. He didn't say anything about that.
I mean, they got actual. But
what I'm saying is, he was like,
that's real. He's willing to say I fucked the president's daughter.
Yeah. But you want to talk about the Clintons?
It's certain stuff.
The Clintons, Mafia, and Bill Cosby. That's an odd combination, bro. One of these things is not like the other. Is all I'm saying.
The president.
Yeah.
Ivanka, the president's daughter.
Yeah.
I thought it was the mother. What's the mother's name?
I might mix some names up.
No, Ivanka.
He's talking about the daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole time I was talking. Oh, I thought he was talking about the.
Is Ivanka the mother?
I thought I was.
No, it's Ivanka Trump. No, what is her name? Maybe the mother. That don't matter. Who cares?
You know what? She's not all that unattractive.
No, she's nice to look at.
The fact that
Who are we
Trump is
talking
her
about?
father is unattractive.
Yeah.
The daughter.
No, you know what I hate about her? I hate that she tried to play the middle on stuff.
Yeah.
Like
the situation, but just looking at her, kind of, you know. My black sister, though, you know.
Matter of fact, because I remember a friend of mine, his baby mama, like, she used to get him the flux. And so her father will always try to be the mediator, trying to be the good dude, trying to talk him into doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing. And he's always saying, man, I mess with Mr. So-and-so, man. Mr. So-and-so cool. I was like, man, you know what, man? Fuck him and his daughter, bro. Because he spoiled his daughter so much to where she fucked up and where she fucked up your life.
Oh, yeah.
And now he trying to talk you into doing the bullshit that he do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't on your team.
Both sides of those.
Dude ain't on your team, bro. And I think the same thing with Ivanka. She talked that how oh, well, you know, I'm not, she tried to play up like she not like her father, like she the reasonable one, but you ride under everything he say. She tried to act like she got his ear where she could sway him, but dude, you're not doing that. You ride with everything.
Let me ask you a question. In public, would you go against your parents?
No, but my thing is this though, but she coming off like that's what she doing. With me, if these my people, I'm riding with my people. I'm telling y'all all the time, like, no, it's my people. I'm riding with them. Hate me if you want to.
So you can't disagree, but not
there's certain people. Ronald Reagan's son. What's the name? You know, the one who gay atheist.
Oh, yeah. What is his
commercials
name?
on CNN?
Yeah. I can't think his name.
Ron Reagan.
Is it Ron? It might be something like that. Yeah.
It's Ron Reagan. You know.
I mean, but no.
He goes against his father.
He what?
He goes against his father's legacy.
But that's, I mean, I feel
White
like
people do stuff like that, though.
But,
I mean, I'm not trying to make this a black or white thing, though, but that's what they do.
But going back,
They throw people under the bus all the time.
But Ty, going back to what you're saying is like, if I'm gonna disagree with you, I'm gonna disagree with you in private. If you my people, then I'm riding with everything you do. If you say this, I'm just saying it right behind you. I'm not gonna say, oh, he just talking crazy, I'll talk to him. No, I'm around with you, like, bro, that's what he said. What? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like I don't believe in that, but then ride with him behind, like you doing it the opposite way. You ride with him behind closed doors, but in the public, you should know.
Oh, you talking about the Bill Cosby part of it, so. Yeah, but I got what you're saying. It does lead me to say, okay, you can talk about all this other stuff. What do you know about the Bill Cosby situation?
Well, that's the thing.
I think all these things we have to almost say with the whole Quincy Jones thing. You know something. You know too much. Yeah. You were involved.
Yeah. That's kind of what he was getting at. Like, I know too much. I know too many secrets. Let me shut up. I shouldn't be talking about this shit.
He's probably giving home preludes too.
Yeah, right.
Or he was swinging with the Sammy Davis joint.
Mailbox.
Yeah, the mailbox. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm kind of mad I ain't thinking that.
I'm not rolling with that for life.
That's good as working. That's working. I'm working that in my vocabulary, man. Letters in the mail.
So yeah, I don't know. Quincy Jones. Do you want to be this free when you get old? Let's roll out of this.
No.
You want to be this free with your mouth?
Well, yes and no, but I feel like yes and no because
I feel like I am gonna be out. Like I don't see the other way why I can't be.
Well, this is the thing.
I can't shut the fuck up now. Like
it's cool to be at that point in your life where you just don't care what people think, but at the same time, you have to think about how it affects others.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if
he wasn't listening.
No, she's talking about you got to pretty much how it affects others.
No, I'm saying when you get older, because old people just say whatever and they don't care how it affects people, if it hurts your feelings or not. So what I'm saying is, it'll be good to be free, but I don't want to lose where I'm not caring.
It's almost, it seems like it's inevitable that you become this way.
I think the world needs more of that. I think we need more people that are just honest, man, because it's too much.
You can be honest, but it's how you're honest. Just straight. I don't care if it hurts your feelings or not.
What's wrong with getting your feelings hurt? That's a part of life, man. Like, I think the problem is people take their feelings hurt, take it too personally. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm gonna give you the real.
So I can just say whatever I want to say, however it comes to me, I can just say that to you.
I think you taking it to the further extreme. I mean, this is my thing. Is like I don't think it has to be offensive, but I don't think we have to.
It's
I don't think. No, it's not. I mean, it's stuff that I can. I mean, I think what you're saying is I'm being intentionally offensive, like trying to hurt somebody's feelings.
No, like, I'm saying not thinking that what I'm going to say can intentionally hurt someone's feelings. No, intentionally hurt someone's feelings or hurt someone's feelings.
I don't think that's two different things. I mean, if I'm gonna say something that I know is gonna hurt your feelings, just to hurt your feelings, then that's not right. But like, if we talking about a situation, I'm like, dude, you stupid for being in that situation.
I don't think that's.
I should be able to say that. I don't think that's. My uncle got beat up for saying that. It wasn't even his baby. Wouldn't even do a baby. to my uncle for that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his baby, I don't think.
And it wasn't. Huh?
Yeah.
Ain't your baby.
But I mean, I think the problem is like people don't want that honesty, and I think a lot of stuff going on in the world is because
I don't
people don't
think
want that
it's
honesty.
honesty. I just think it's the mold. I feel like you can be honest, but I just think there's a way that you should talk to people. I'm not saying that you can't be honest. I'm honest with all of my friends, but I just don't be like, bitch, you a bitch, you a hoe. You know what I'm saying? If it's just the way that you do things. You a hoe.
Well, that's because you a hoe.
Yeah, for real.
There be questions. I can't believe it.
Well, I do tell
you
some
a
of my
hoe.
friends,
You know that, right?
you out here hoeing. I'm like,
Which one are you talking about?
You don't know her.
Dang, that's okay. So let me shut up. No, I mean I don't know, man. I don't know. I wonder, but it's the thing. I wonder, but I guess my question is, where's that line drawn? It's like if we're saying the line is drawn at when somebody's feelings get hurt, that's arbitrary as hell because some people just
sensitive.
or just want to take offense to stuff.
But you know when you're saying something, like for instance, my mama ain't gonna listen to nothing, but my mother says things like, for instance, I have a little cousin. She's like maybe 6 or 7, and she's chunky. So my mother will say, with your fat self, come over here with your fat self. And I say, why do you say that? You know what I'm saying? You know it's not nice.
Well, that's different. That's a kid, though.
But that's what. But I'm just using that as an example. But what I'm saying is, I'm just using that as an example. But it's like with everything, you know, it's hurtful. Mm-hmm. Why would you say that? So that's what I mean when I say saying things like being free.
Because I guess the point is that you get older and things don't matter as much anymore. Consequences are now.
That's
no consequences. What's what did they do to you?
Right. What you gonna do to me?
I've especially if I've lived life and I made to this point and I'm happy to where I got. So I already won life. I'm just riding this thing on out. So it doesn't really matter what.
It doesn't.
Nothing's going to affect me and fuck this up for me now at this point. So I can say whatever I want to say. What you gonna do? Hit me?
I mean, it doesn't make it right, but it doesn't necessarily make it wrong either. I think there's. I mean, yeah, you could be tactful about it, but honestly, I think people don't value honesty enough, and I think people run from honesty. People run from authenticity. People run from stuff that's gonna change, that's gonna challenge their worldviews, or stuff that's not gonna soothe them, or oh yeah, you right, girl, yeah, this that, oh yeah, hell yeah, that, yeah, do you? Nah, like. You need people around. Man,
I agree, but I just think there's a way that sometimes, okay, you just need to just say it. But then other times,
you need to just say it.
But I feel like everything that you're thinking doesn't need to be.
I mean, I'm not saying just come out and just start going in on Cass, but like we having a conversation. If you ask me a question,
that's different.
I'm gonna give you 100% honest answer.
But I'm not talking about. I'm just saying like if it even is something like. I think it like your shirt ugly. I don't need to tell you that your shirt is ugly.
It depends if y'all like going out. If y'all cool, like hey bro, like don't wear that.
But what I'm just saying, we're just sitting right here, and I'm like that shirt is ugly.
I was like, I don't think they're gonna be open tonight.
Because you don't want to.
I didn't pull it up for real.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead.
They closed early, I think. I think they charged $25 at the door, man.
So is Faison love a hater?
Yeah, Faison said Dave Chappelle ain't funny.
Yeah, he's not funny to black people.
He didn't deserve that 20 million.
He's not black people funny. Is he a hater?
But he is. But this is the thing. It's like
I think he's done it before.
No. I think the thing is like yeah, Dave Chappelle is not funny to that Medea crowd.
No, she's not.
And so. Yeah, if you're not in that crowd, you'd be like, yeah, he not because them people want that Medea crowd want that easy joke. Like, yeah, it's fat dude. Oh, look at your fat ass, and they, you know what I'm saying. But me, I want don't talk about the fat. Give me something else.
Give me a clever joke.
Yeah, give me. You know what I'm saying. I see the fat.
I'm gonna come give me fat on my own.
Yeah, I got that. I can do fat. Right. Give me the jokes I can't do. You know what I'm saying. And I think that like honestly, like Chappelle comedy is not even really comedy.
Well,
a lot of times
it seems like. What people like him do is that they actually make you think of
who are we talking about all day?
Dave Chappelle,
Chris Rock, them type,
what's the white guy name? They just got caught up in the
Louis C.K.
Yeah, Louis C.K. It's almost like if you really think about it, you listen to them, you're making a joke in your head. They just gave you everything to make the joke. It's in you. And if it ain't in you to make that joke, it's not funny.
Yeah, I mean, you got to actually think when they're on stage, and so you can't just some cases you just can't cut your brain off. So I mean, I think I get what he's saying, but then again, for him to come out talking about he ain't worth that $20 million and this and that, like,
see, that's thing
not your place,
for me.
bro.
It's just like, because I agree to a certain extent. No, I don't agree.
The black people don't really.
No, I'm not even gonna say black people. When he was saying like he kind of came out of nowhere, like black people weren't really messing with him, like it was the half baked thing. And I think about myself. I never watched the Dave Chappelle show. I thought he was corny and half baked, so I never really was like. But when I started like watching his like Netflix specials or whatever, I felt like I had been missing out.
So you
never seen Chappelle's show?
Like I've watched episodes here and there,
I remember like when
but
I was
I've never like consistently watched it.
I be sitting there watching Dave Chappelle. She thought it was coonery,
bruh.
The satire of that.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, he on a white channel on Comedy Central.
That's the point.
Doing all
the
this,
whole point.
talking about
so
nigga, and all this, and making fun of black people, but trying to make it seem like it's really making fun of white people's stereotypes about black people.
It was so beautiful, dude. Like, it was so beautiful. But I guess my question is like, what make? I mean, and I think especially because both of them are comedians. If you were,
Is he a comedian?
What else is if he's not a comedian? What is he?
I don't know. He's not really
D-list actor.
Actor, D-list actor.
We know him from Parenthood and Friday.
I thought he did comedies.
He does. We're being facetious.
I mean, I'm not comedy. I thought he did stand up. He don't do stand up.
I think he did a stand up. Somebody I didn't really investigate. I was on a post one day and they said he did a stand up and he bombed. So that's why he can't like some kind of special.
I really don't even consider Charlie Murphy a stand up comedian.
No, he's not. He wasn't.
Even though I know I've seen him.
I mean, it's different between. Yeah, I saw him. His show was trash too. But it's different between like Charlie Murphy, trash. He had a special. It was bad. But like, I think it's different between doing stand up and being able to tell a funny story. Mm-hmm. Like his story, bruh. But I mean, so whatever phase. I mean, I guess my thing is like, I wonder what made you decide to get up and talk shit about Dave Chappelle like that.
But he did this.
I guess this is a weird transition when I just finished talking about that people should be. Just come out and say shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I might sound a little hypocritical right now, but like, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. That's cool. But what made you get? Like I said, the only reason you was on the Breakfast Club is because you had that opinion, Dave Chappelle.
Nah, he was on there because he had something to promote.
Yeah, he was. I can't remember what he was promoting though, because it overshadowed whatever he was.
It overshadowed what he was trying to promote, and I think this is just the thing that we've opened up. This thing about what people will get this attention. We would not be talking about Faizon Love if he wouldn't without that shit.
Everybody wants to be the first one to have
pigeonholed himself.
Everybody want to be the first one to say, that's dope. He want to be the first one to say, oh, that's trash.
The fact that we even doing this podcast right now, we talking about people we've never met before and things like that. Like, everybody has the opportunity to have an opinion and voice it, not just in their living room amongst friends anymore.
Matter of fact, because just like when all the reviews from Black Panther came out and everybody was like, oh, it's so dope, it's so dope, it's so dope. One dude in Australia came in shitting on it, and then like their website crashed. People going to read this one review.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. It's like it's so much a gain to be in that first dude that swims upstream. Everybody going this way. The first dude do that, you get so much attention. It's like,
Nick, where you at?
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That type of alternative thinking, or at least acting like you have alternative thinking, it gets you places, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's a certain value in that. And like, I guess, I don't know, man. It's just, my thing about Faizon is just like,
Cardi B.
I'm not going there with you, Cardi, today, bro. No more Cardi, no more sexual harassment.
She's going on tour with Bruno.
Right.
Guess what's dope about that tour, though?
What?
Cross Colors is sponsoring it.
Really? I didn't know they still existed.
Sponsor it.
I guess they may be rebooting. Everybody else is rebooting.
I mean, they clothing them. They can't sponsor it.
That's what it's saying on the advertisement. He's one of the sponsors. Who knows? But they're one of the.
Martin, I know his name.
It doesn't matter. They're one of the sponsors of the tour. We should go.
They're trying to come back.
I had a thought about Cardi B.
Interesting move. We're not doing Cardi B, dog.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not gonna let you bring another black woman down. My love, black woman, black woman.
Now you with that? What's that Afro-Cuban girl that keep on TV?
Yeah,
super chocolate girl.
She is nice to look at.
She's nice looking as hell, but it's like I don't want to. Okay, you black. Shit.
I didn't like.
That's her storyline.
Stop. Not a good storyline.
I don't even watch it, and I know that's her storyline.
I never really kind of thought about that though, like how those Afro-Cubans and like the African diaspora in the islands and all that, those are actually blacks.
I mean, yeah, black people, but that's everywhere. Black Chinese people.
Yeah.
You have 16 seconds to say what you're gonna say about Cardi B. Your thought.
The thing about Cardi B, I think it was something that I had. I can get it.
Concisely.
It was something that I had came across that made me think about the fact that we allow Cardi B and the what's next. I think is the main problem for me. Because there were some artists that I saw coming up, and I saw them following the Cardi B platform, and they're people that you hate. Subconsciously, by supporting her, you are actually supporting what you don't like.
Well, how do you feel something you don't like?
The girl who wants to fight her mama on Maury, whatever that show was, Dr. Phil.
Cash Me Outside.
Cash Me Outside has a record deal and a hit song now. And it's direct. Then I watched some other girls on Insta. I watched all the Instagram models that I've been following for years and liking their pictures and talking about I want to drink their bath water. I'm watching them get record deals. I watched one get a record deal this week at Atlantic.
So who am I talking about that I hate?
You're supporting her, the girl who trash with no talent. That all of a sudden started
Cardi
rapping.
B is trash with no talent.
Cardi B has a little talent though, man. I mean, I think if these women have talent,
I get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I think what you're saying
by
literally.
supporting Gucci Man, you supported Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
And with Waka Flocka, you ended up bringing in OJ the Juice Man.
So she opened up.
Juice Man.
So she's the gateway.
Yes, she's a gateway hoe.
She's a gateway hoe. There you go. That's awesome.
That's today's theory.
That's awesome. I mean, but then again, I don't think you can let that stop you from liking something. That's anything. For every Jay-Z's gonna be a Jay. Like for Biggie, then it was that big dude who sounded like Biggie. Then it was Shine.
You let it gay rights. You let in animal rights.
Yeah,
bestiality rights. I get it. That you know what I'm saying. The whole
slippery
slope thing. Yeah, you can't apply it to everything because it's just the way the world works. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. With something like that, it's just interesting to me when I start seeing now now it's been a year almost with the Cardi B success. Mm-hmm. Now we see.
Yeah, it's gonna be imitated. It's gonna be imitated because they trying. Everybody gonna try
deals over the people.
Okay, but just because that's what I'm saying.
Not
the people that y'all would be posting. The dude that y'all post is supposed to be so dope. Is he getting a record deal?
He is not pursuing that. He's
right. But he ain't gonna get it.
No, that's not necessarily true because he's also a writer and he does like other things. So this is kind of like what's the girl who used to write with Chris Brown? Seven Streeter or like a Carrie Hilson. It's like, okay, now it's my turn to pursue this as an artist. Mm-hmm. So that's what he's doing.
But honestly, I think that
what's his name?
If I was
Chris Classic or something, Mr. Chris Classic.
If I was savvy and talented, I don't know if I would pursue a record deal. I would try to do the Chance the Rapper thing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely would not.
I would try to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because my thing is like, you get the big. If you can make it work yourself, you get a much bigger cut. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about the label. You don't have to worry about getting forced to do a song, Michael Jackson song that you don't want to do, and all this other stuff. You got control over your career. Have y'all heard of Lil B?
Who?
Lil B.
The bass guy.
Yeah, like this dude is like famous. Like he was on ESPN. Ain't signed a record label or nothing. But he you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of them. I think it's depending on what you want. If I make songs and I get a house in Olympia Fields, and I take care of my family. Mm-hmm. I make as much as a doctor or a dentist makes, just from making this music.
Yeah,
you won.
Or like Turquoise Jeep.
What's today's date?
I'm mad we missed.
That's a date.
Is it?
That's a name.
That sure is. The 15th. Y'all suck, man. I hate y'all.
Well, yeah.
But I just think that like.
Why do you remember their name?
Because there's dopeness. I want to know. I just want to know what the hell's going on. But anyway, like
you didn't support them.
I feel your thing, Kwak. Is like, why go through all them? Why jump through all them hoops?
What's the name of the song? We talk.
I'm sorry. Smang it.
Smang it. Y'all check it out yourselves.
Turquoise Jeep, smang it. You're welcome.
Go be their groupies.
But I mean, I think kind of what you're saying is that why go through the record industry bullshit if you can carve out a nice living and doing you and doing things when you want to move at your pace.
It's a lot of failure in that though, and
I think it's if you
You know
don't
what,
have
doing
if
independent?
you don't have the hustle in you.
Yeah, look at Nipsey Hussle.
But you got to remember, this is 2018. It's 5 million rappers out there.
5 million.
Yeah, but still, even if you
name.
But also, even if you do have a machine behind you, you still have to have a certain amount of grind and hustle in you.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
I mean, say for instance, Nipsey Hussle, probably even monetarily, and by no means do I rank him under this person I'm about to say, but music industry wise, Nipsey Hussle, think about how far behind French Montana he is.
Yeah.
Wait, think
French
about
Montana
how.
has the industry behind him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Doing Ciroc commercials,
Right,
and all those stuff. Yeah.
Look how far, but Nipsey Hussle was a far better artist and businessman and
It just depends on what you want to do, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, but his role is probably a lot more satisfying. It's probably a lot more has a lot more longevity in it. All of that road that he's taking. So
And he came. He's like those dudes, like kind of gutter. They have a different mentality anyway.
French Montana's gutter. Remember
He not like Nipsey Hussle. Like
Shit.
no, I'm
You
sorry.
remember him from video days?
No, I don't
Smack
like
DVDs.
No.
When he was running around he's a whole different person now.
Well, I know he's Hollywoodish
He's puffy now.
now.
He's shiny coat now. Shiny suit now. He was there. Remember he got shot in the head.
I don't know his story.
He got a.
Well, I guess what I was saying, like a lot of dudes is like come from the street and the hustle. You know, they hustle. They kind of use that hustling mentality to tackle the record industry. Is what I'm saying. So I see that in what Nipsey Hussle does with what he's doing. And then I just tell him it's like a lot of other artists. That's
Nipsey Hussle though, like something. I'm gonna just say this and get out of this joint, but like the Nipsey Hussle album coming out, album tonight.
Get it?
But no,
He got a song Turquoise Jeep.
I like Nipsey Hussle.
But like I was on the internet the other day, just bored, looking at YouTube, and I came across this video with him. It's a video with him and this black guy, younger black guy. Basically, his story is that he's on the stage talking to an audience, and it's not a concert. And he's talking about the software that they invented. He said he's walking. He with his daughter. His daughter wanted to go to Starbucks to get something. He don't want to do it. He ended up taking there. He walks by. He see a guy, a little younger black guy in there with a machine. And he's got his hand over. He's doing this stuff like that. He said he stopped. I asked dude, what is that? Dude said what it is. He exchanged numbers. The guy called the guy up. Come to find out, this young black man that happened to be from Compton. Nobody knows talks about this guy. He's the one who created one of the functions in Instagram. He worked for Instagram, all the social media platforms.
Facebook, Snapchat.
Yeah, he worked for all of them at some point. And now the software that he created now is being used for cars. And they're using that to now navigate. So basically, they're on the stage, and Nipsey Hussle he's involved with it now.
Oh, wow.
Where they do the automated driving, where like it's like you put your hands on the wheel, and if you start to drift, if it feels you lose a little bit, it's going to take over.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like he kept calling it half, something like that. And Nipsey Hussle, it's like 2 hours long. Nipsey Hussle is explaining half of this technology himself.
Yeah.
Like dude's intelligent than a motherfucker. And now he up there with a blue rag around his arm and shit like that, talking how he talk. But he's something different. When you listen to him talk, he a little bit different. Like I don't know if it's because he's Ethiopian on the low. Like you know what I'm saying, he don't really promote that. He's actually Ethiopian. His father from Ethiopia, and you know what I'm saying, he spent time over there. I don't know what it is, but dude's different as hell. Even his younger videos, you watch him on YouTube when he's just talking, he don't sound like. He got a certain intelligence.
I wonder if that's what kind of kept him from going farther in music, is because you can tell like what he's talking about ain't necessarily him or what he's really about.
Yeah.
It's something there. It's a glitch there somewhere where you can how like you go into a house and it's like something is crooked and you don't know what it is, but something is just.
It seems like he gotta like revert himself to do music.
Yeah.
Like he got like turn off.
Down.
Yeah, he got to dumb himself down to do music because that's the vehicle. But then he got the first smart store. He got his store where he sells clothes on. I don't know too much on Nipsey Hussle. Crenshaw Marathon Clothing Store located in Crenshaw.
The Slauson Swap Meet.
Right, the Slauson Swap Meet. It's a smart store where like his clothing. You go in there, you can put your phone on it, and there's like a QR code almost in the clothing, something like that, embedded into the clothing that actually plays his songs, and you can purchase it if you go to the store. So he can release his album at the store, and you have to go to that location. So then they do pop-ups from city to city.
That's dope.
And that's the idea. They're going to do pop-ups from city to city and allow you to come in and get exclusive music.
That's dope.
At the store.
Yeah.
Like, it's like all kind of crazy stuff, dude, into like, I first got my first real teaching of cryptocurrency from Nipsey Hussle.
Really?
Y'all were talking about it, and it was kind of like over my head. I watched him way over in Ibiza somewhere, meeting with some guys, talking about purchasing cryptocurrency. And he didn't purchase the cryptocurrency. He actually purchased a Coinbase type app. And now he has one of those app like that. Like he owns it's like Coinbase where you can actually purchase cryptocurrency through it. He claimed he never did buy it.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, that's so it is.
Proud of that.
Yeah, I like it. I like to hear stuff like that. That interests me more than all the stuff he rapping about.
Right.
That went over your head.
What, you got no mailbox joke?
No, I said I'm proud of that. That's one of his songs. The one I
Who
think
knows
he
song
got with.
names?
Well, I know that one because I like it. I don't even know if that's the name of it.
That note.
Dun, dun, dun.
We out. We done with this podcast. We talked about Quincy. He's gay. And Carter's still a hoe.
Yeah, hoe.
And
Hey, man, get off the car. We can't co-sign that.
and
Cardi, come on the pod and defend yourself.
then on the somber note.
Peasants. Sorry.
On the somber note, what do you want to say about gun violence again? When it stops.
I need a gun, too.
And they go to
And that's the worst thing about it is that after these mass shootings, everybody going to buy guns. That's why they never will never let anything happen to it because
the way to stop a crazy man with a gun
is
is
a good guy with a gun.
Yeah.
But like,
Good guy
if you really
with a
think
gun.
about it, like these mass shootings are nothing but commercials for guns
AR-15s.
or whatever. Like,
Makes me think like, shit, I need an AR-15.
Yeah.
Is it accurate or not?
man,
That's crazy. But
Oh, who?
AR-15,
AR-15, that's the weapon of choice of school
mass
shooters.
shooters.
Yeah, for some reason. And that's probably another whole other conspiracy we can go into.
Man.
We out.